Ezra 6, 8 through 10. Moreover, I decree, what shall you do to these elders of the Jews for the building of this house of God? That the king's good, even the tribute beyond the river, expenses be given with all diligence to these men, that they be not hindered. So what he's saying is, I don't want money to stop them. So what you need to do is the taxes collected there, give to the Jews so they can build. So the king is giving his taxes to the building of God's temple. This isn't saying increase taxes so they have more money. This is saying dispute the taxes to them so that they have the money. Which meant the king was decreeing what tax money they were getting was going all to this building of the temple, which shows his importance behind it. It was the most important thing going on in that area of the world, according to him. Anything else they were using tax money for wasn't as important as the building of the temple. We should have our priorities where we put God first. Even though this king never submits to the Lord, he's putting him in high priority here. Even though he never turns to him himself, he's putting him in high priority. We should turn to God and make him our priority, rather than just help others. What the king's really doing is allowing the Jews to have him as their number one priority. We should make him our number one priority. But we should also try to help others do the same. Verse 9. That which they have need of, both young bulls and rams, lambs and burnt offerings to the God of heaven, wheat, salt, wine, and oil, according to the word of the priests who are at Jerusalem, let it be given them day by day without fail. So he's providing the stuff for the sacrifices. The problem with this is, if the king's providing the sacrifices, then it don't cost the people anything. The idea behind this is good, because he's giving here, but it ain't costing people anything, so it ain't a sacrifice to them. Of course, he's also consulting the priests about it, which the priests knew and were the ones to handle all this. But if somebody gives us something, then it ain't a sacrifice for us. It may be for them. The king was making a sacrifice here, but the people wouldn't be, to offer up a lamb that was given. You know, Christ made the sacrifice for us, and it's a gift for us, because it ain't our sacrifice that he died. But we're so blessed by that. Verse 10. That they may offer sacrifices of sweet savor to the God of heaven, and pray for the life of the king and his sons. So what he's getting out of it is he wants God's favor. He wants the Jewish favor. God's using that to get the temple built. God knows people's heart. He knew this guy's heart. God knows our hearts. There ain't no fooling him. But God may use people of the world to bring about his kingdom, bring about his plan. They fall into play just as we who are obedient are. And this is proof of that.